Elmar Ritzinger, Austrian Ministry of Agriculture Managing Authority. What's the interest rate for farmers on this fund? First question.
3.75%. Yeah.
And do I get it right that this is not a European-backed financial instrument, but that is a sort of private initiative in Ireland?
Yes.
Your microphone.
It's okay. Yes, it's privately funded. It's an example of what you could incorporate financial instrument into that, but it's, I suppose, it's an example of how you would do it.
Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
I would like to ask from the bank.
Where are you from, please?
From Greece, from Piraeus
Yes.
Bank. I had
Yes, sorry, you
previously.
spoke before. Yeah.
So I thought that
Sorry.
it was okay. When it was defaulted one payment due to the low prices, how the bank cope with all these Basel rules and things like that? It's defaulted, it's not defaulted, there is a special, I can't, how to say, the treatment for this kind of loans?
Can you hear me? The factors are built into the loan fund. So once milk price goes below 26 cents a litre, all the payments get shut off on the loan.
Frank.
According to Basel rules, this loan is defaulted. So the bank has to take more capitals and make it to a reschedule or whatever. That's the point that I would like to go clear.
Maybe I can just jump in here. I don't know if I'll try and give you the answer.
Your microphone's not on. Let Frank just try and answer.
To try and answer, I mean, obviously, if there is someone from Rabobank, then step up and speak. But I think what you have to appreciate here is that the instrument here in Ireland is a fund. It's a dedicated vehicle that's been set up, and it's managed by a private sector fund manager, which is not the bank. Okay? So what's happened is that they've put, Cathal as organization has put in the equity into the fund, and this is the money that actually absorbs the first losses that start to occur. And the money that's come from the banks, primarily from Rabobank, has come in as a loan into the fund, and as a result it's senior to the equity. So from the point of view of the bank, what they do is they look at the underlying portfolio of loans, and they say what's the level of expected default on these loans, and as long as there's sufficient equity in the fund, the capital base, to absorb that, then in essence the bank look at this as a very low risk. In other words, there's a very low risk that there will be an excessive amount of defaults such that all the capital will be fully used up, and then the bank starts to lose money. Yeah? So it's a very specialized vehicle, different, for example, from what I was saying exists in France, which is a bank product. It's a bank loan product. And so your question is probably much more interesting for the French case, for example, than maybe for the Irish one. Yeah.
I think